Jon, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi, John. How you doing, man?
Great.
It was just kind of an awkward first meeting between John and I because I was walking back from the break room and John was waiting in the green room with his dog and one of the assistants. And I said, "Hey, John, how you doing? I'm Jason, one of the co-hosts. See you at 9:20." He goes, 9:20? I've been waiting since 7 a.m. I've walked my dog around the block 42 times.
No, well, I was told I was going to be on at 9.
I know. I don't know who told you that.
45 minutes early, and then you go 9:20. I'm like,
all I know is on our sheet they got you at 9:20.
You know what? Blame that guy right there with the black hat. If he said 9, he's a dummy.
We always blame the producers for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
they take the bullets for us.
well, I appreciate you having me on, period. So.
Good.
Yeah.
No, thanks for coming in. And how long are you in town for? Just through Sunday?
Yeah, I have 2 shows tonight and 2 shows tomorrow.
Right.
At the Arlington Draft House. I think it's my 4th time back.
Right. That's a great spot,
yeah,
right?
it's a great. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
When's the last time you were in D.C.? 2 years ago?
Whenever you
like
did
a last year.
Oh, okay. So once a year. Good.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. When you were part of the Saturday Night Live reunion special, whatever, and they kept coming back and they were goofing on you, right? I mean, let's be honest, that's what they were doing. Were you? I mean, I thought it was unfair. Actually, was that part of the joke, or were you like getting pissed?
No, I was acting pissed. No, I knew about
it.
So
you knew all along, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, then you're good.
I thought it was funny. Well,
thank you. Funny.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out my reactions, but that showed. I mean, when I was in high school or in college watching it, actually, and I remember thinking they would do these jokes that were so outrageous and you couldn't believe it.
Right.
And they were hilarious. At the same time, your jaw would drop.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, and so I thought that was like one of their edgy jokes where they would do that was really funny. I can't believe they're saying that, but this time I was the butt of the joke.
Right. But you were totally cool, and it was great.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Higgins called me, but it was like, it was amazing to be there. And then first they said, "Oh, you'll be in this Celebrity Jeopardy sketch." I'm like, "Okay, great." So then I called on a Friday. I go, "Well, listen, can I get a copy of the sketch so I can work on it?" And they go, "Oh, well, they shouldn't have told you were in that." It's always vague there. You never get a straight answer.
They're always flying by the seat of their pants. There's constant changes, right?
Yeah, but everything. And then they go, "Okay, you're in Steve Martin's monologue." I'm like, "Oh, okay, great." And then Steve Higgins goes, "Well, he says you're dead," and then we cut to you, and you go, "Hey." I go, "All right, that's funny." So then I get there, and I go, and then they cut to me, and I say, "Hey," and Lauren goes, "No." I go, "I don't say anything." "No." I'm like,
what am I here for?
I don't even have a line.
Right.
Not even "hey."
Right.
One word.
One
word. Hey. No.
Why wouldn't they let you speak?
We cut that.
Right, because hey, you'd ruin it.
I don't know. So I go, "Well, what am I supposed to do? Nothing." I don't. So then I had to figure out, like, a silent reaction.
So let me
that
ask you
show,
a
by the
question.
way, that show was,
And then they'll say, "Oh, that's what we wanted you to do." I'm like, "Okay."
the reunion show was great.
Yeah, but
Except for Eddie Murphy.
Except for Eddie.
Eddie
that
Murphy was
played the
terrible.
whole thing, ruined the whole thing because there was so much anticipation, and Eddie decided he didn't want to participate, essentially.
No, but that's not what happened. I was sitting right behind him, and I've known him for years. He's a great guy. And I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, they're supposed to come out and say thank you, and
No, I
being here and
understand,
everything."
but why?
That's what they
why
worked
even
out.
bother? But why even bother?
But
with
you have
that?
to understand something. The whole thing's on cue cards, so he wasn't just
No, I get it.
making.
No, I'm not suggesting that he just bailed last second. I'm suggesting he just was never going to give us what we wanted. So
Well, because
why
in
even
his
bother?
mind, he's like, it was just honoring him that he was so great on the show, and he basically
he's not God.
No, but he basically saved the show.
Right.
And made it huge basically by him, big when he was on anyway.
Right.
He was big, but he was like, a phenom. And he's basically, look at, he would be competing with himself. If he did anything, they go, "Oh, you're not funny like you used to be." I mean, he was 19.
Yeah.
He's 54. He's a grandfather. He's got kids.
But everybody
he's a
can use that
different person.
excuse.
But
Everybody can
you're
use
still
that excuse.
funny?
Yeah, you're still
Why
trying
are
to
you
top
so
yourself.
mad about it?
I'm
I'm tired.
What the hell's that about?
I'm tired.
Eric is angry.
I'm ready to fight.
You're tired?
Yeah, I've been up earlier
I've
than
been waiting
you.
an hour and a half to get on this damn show.
Hey, we got up at 4:30.
Hey, hold on. So John,
I went
You
to
can't
bed
beat
at
that.
1:30.
All right,
John.
I went to bed around
What the hell
12.
are you yelling at me for?
he yells at everybody.
Oh, man.
I will fight.
Fight with me. I'll fight you.
Let's fight.
My eyes closed.
Hey, John. Do you think?
This is exactly what we hoped would happen.
Trust me, you don't want to get in a fight with me because someone's going to get hurt, and it's not going to be you.
Hold on, John.
Are you a hockey player?
Oh, jeez.
No. I'm a nothing.
I'll just let you
Oh,
guys.
hockey! I go, you killed me.
Yeah, no.
I'll just let you guys do the show.
I play tennis. Go ahead. He's just talking. Go ahead.
No,
I
he's,
play
he's
tennis.
talking to you. He's mad at you.
I bet I'd beat you.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your USTA ranking?
13.
No, 13.
It only goes to 7.
You're right. Exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
13.
Right.
Goes up to 7.
Yeah, but I'm guessing
I'm
it's
not allowed in any of the tournaments. Too good.
So he's 2
Bad
times
for
better than
tennis.
Twice as
Federer.
good as like Federer.
Right.
Do you have
right,
a tennis court?
Federer's very good. I happen to be better.
He could hammer
Not
the
my
dog.
fault.
Do you have a tennis court in your backyard?
No, and believe me, I've been wanting one forever.
Yeah, why don't you
Just
do
build
You're
that?
a man of means. You can build a tennis court.
How
I
much-
could have had. I had so many opportunities, and I go, well, I'm an idiot.
Are you not
I
happy?
could have
with-
had one in. No, I'm very upset about it because I could have had one in. Like that's my problem, but anyway, it's a good problem to have. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in Malibu, and then
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then years ago, and I go, oh, I'll be lonely. No one will visit me. Well, no one visits me now. You know? And this thing was like, the court was like, it looked like it was on the ocean. I
Right.
mean, it was stunning.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And 3 flat acres, and now the place is worth 10 times what it would.
Right. So what'd you buy instead?
I have a nice house. You know, it's very nice.
Do you have
No
a pool?
tennis court,
Do you have a
though.
pool
No,
in the
there's no room.
backyard?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a pool though. That's not even a status symbol anymore, right?
I have a very nice house.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jason will look it up here in a second.
My dog crying.
I'm told you, bring the dog in. Who cares?
bring the
Dog's
dog.
more than welcome.
Why, you
All
can
right.
hear the dog? What do you have, super hearing?
I think the dog can hear you.
No, I can hear him. He's crying so loud. Isn't he crying?
Crying?
Because
the dog's
crying.
crying?
No, it's not crying. It's just
Wait,
barking.
bring the dog in.
He just wants
He
to
misses,
be with you.
misses his
Somebody's
owner.
crying.
It's a pug. Is that a pug?
I don't know what that is.
Well, who's crying? Oh, it's you. About Eddie Murphy. All right.
All right. Bring the dog.
Let the dog just chill.
All right.
Hold on. So how many?
Hold on. I want to get back to his house stuff.
So do I.
That
How
dog
much-
won't sit still.
How much acreage do you have?
How much acreage?
Yeah.
Well, Beverly Hills is very expensive. I have about 150 acres.
And
It's
you're-
worth about 4.2 billion,
I'm just gonna look.
but
it
no
up.
one can afford to buy it, so I'm stuck.
Well,
I know
hold
you're
on.
saying 150 acres. Clearly, you have room for a tennis court.
Right. Should have bought that other house.
So why didn't you do it? Why did you not pull the trigger? The place you described in Malibu that you looked
Well,
at.
I have a house, and then right next door, that people have a tennis court.
So you use theirs.
And I couldn't afford a house with a court at the time. So they said, no, they said, the guy that lived here before, they let him use the court whenever he wants. I go, great. And where I grew up, if someone had a court, they'd say, hey, whenever you want to use it, just use it.
Right. Okay, so perfect. Who do you play with?
No, they don't let me.
They don't. They don't. It's a
That
lie.
doesn't apply to you.
Didn't work. They,
Who do you
they
play
said
with?
the realtor shouldn't have told you that.
Dustin Hoffman plays tennis all the time, right?
Yeah, he has a court. I've played at his house before.
Right.
He has a nice court.
Who else do you play with? Do you know?
Well, my main teacher is this guy, Alex Olmedo, who is one of the best players ever and Wimbledon champion. You probably never heard of him. In 59.
Alex Olmedo.
Olmedo. Look it up, Mr. Sports Freak. You've got a computer in front of you.
Never heard.
Then
of
you're
it.
just,
spell his
you
name.
said you're just eating.
I'm eating oatmeal.
Ah, here he
How
is.
rude.
All right,
From
Alex.
Peru.
Yes.
And he won Wimbledon in
He won
1959?
the day. He
Was
won.
he 100?
He's 79 now. And he won the in
got wings
college.
over
He won the NCAA singles and doubles. He won the Davis Cup. He won all the matches necessary to win Davis
All right, so
Cup.
he's your coach.
He won Wimbledon. He beat Rod Laver and
He won
Roy
the Aussie
Emerson, who were
Open.
the. It would be like a guy going, "Who did you beat in Wimbledon?" Oh, first I beat Nadal, and then I beat Federer.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he beat everybody,
Got
and then he
you.
was on the tour. But tennis back then, I said, "What?" It was in '88. I was at the doing a movie with Jerry Weintraub, the producer, who just passed away. Great guy. So they put me up at the Beverly Hills Hotel so you could play tennis there. Because Wimbledon champion Alex Olmedo. So I said, Wimbledon. I go, who did you beat? I go, when did you win Wimbledon? I'd never heard of him. He goes, 59. I go, who did you beat? He goes, Rod Laver. That's like saying you beat Federer. Rod Laver's the greatest guy. And I go, Rod Laver? And I never heard. He goes, yeah. I go, and I can have a lesson with you. He goes, yeah. I go, oh my God. Anyway, he's the greatest guy in the world. And so I've been playing with him
Yeah, but he's
every
80.
week.
That's your guy? He's hitting
He's
you're
probably
hitting
still
with him?
great.
Well,
Still great.
if you were karate and Bruce Lee was in shape, do you think he could beat you?
Anybody could beat me in karate.
Thank you.
Right.
In tennis, he would beat you. There's no
Still?
question. Yes.
80.
John could beat you.
No, he's 79. No, he's still in amazing shape. You understand?
I've seen the older guys play. It's unbelievable.
Max
I've
Rose-
seen
No,
that
but if
old.
you saw
I've seen
him
that
now-
old. I've seen the older guys.
He
Huh?
could probably be on that Champions Tour and beat some of those guys. He's so good, it's crazy.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Who's your?
It'd be like saying, well, what was he, like Michael Jordan? If Michael Jordan could still play basketball, if he was like in good enough shape to play, he'd be one of the best guys out there.
You've established the comparisons. You got that down.
You
He
got
did
it?
74 of them.
John, who's your closest, like, biggest name neighbor? Biggest celebrity neighbor?
Good question.
I can say who it used to be.
Who they used to be?
They moved
Mark
or they died?
Wahlberg.
Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg.
really?
That's a big one.
That's a pretty
Oh,
big.
he just built
Actually,
some.
I have some bigger
estate.
ones now, but
Who are your
Okay,
big
who are
ones
they?
now?
I don't want to say.
Come on.
You don't care. Who
You
is
care.
it? I got a picture of your house right here. It's
You're not
money.
bragging. We're
You see
asking
the
you.
house? Yeah, we're the jerks that are asking.
Yeah, you're just
Not on
answering.
you.
You're just answering a question.
Oh yeah, there is a huge tennis court right next to him.
Yeah, this is
Then
it
he
right here.
can't
Is
play.
What? Let me see.
He just wishes
Is
he
this
could
your
climb
house?
the fence and go play.
this your house right here?
Probably on that silly TMZ tour. You probably love that, don't you, John?
All right, John's gotten out of his chair, is checking Jason's
Is
computer.
that your house?
You just punch up Jon Lovitz's house. He's on.
That's not your house?
You
All right,
sure?
hold on. Is this your house right here?
Any of that recognizable?
Is
to
that
you?
your house? It's got to be your house.
virtual globetrotting stinks.
I don't know.
John Lovitz's house. It says it. Internet doesn't lie.
I bet you it's your house. You don't
What,
even know what your
that's
house
not your
looks
pool
like.
right there?
No.
Oh, okay. Just
Tell us the address. We'll put it on Zillow or something.
By the way, you can go to arlingtondrafthouse.com for tickets for John as he performs there this weekend.
so hold on. You don't want to tell us your neighbor's name?
Come on. Who
It's one
cares?
guy.
What do you think you didn't
It's not
get?
going to hear.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Yeah, I would definitely. Will.
Of course we
You
would.
said
We
Mark
would.
Wahlberg.
Abraham Lincoln.
All right.
What strikes you these days, by the way? You're here in D.C., very political town. Have you been following Donald Trump and the heat he's catching?
Oh, yeah. I think it's hilarious.
We've come to determine that the word that we use, we grew up in PG County, is Joan, that he's a world-class Joan, that he's great at actually mocking other
put
He's like
down.
he's a roaster.
putting people down.
He's a good roaster.
Well, to me, it's all you watch all the news about him, and every time he says something, and they go, okay, well, that's it, he's done. Then he goes up in the polls, and the Republicans, all the other guys go, they can't figure out what it is he's doing. And all he's doing is he's just saying what he really thinks.
Right.
He's just being honest about what he thinks.
Right.
And they're not used to that because they're always doing double talk and not answering a question directly.
So it's refreshing.
Yeah, he's just being honest, and he's saying, well, here's where I stand. And I actually know, I've met him before. He's a nice guy. He's not. When you meet him, he doesn't brag. He's like, oh, nice to meet you. Oh, you guys do great work. You know.
Right.
I listen to your show. It's fantastic.
Right.
He's like that.
Right.
But if he really listened to it, he goes, oh, I know you are. It's great.
Right.
And but he's very honest and blunt, and so he's not. You know, yes, these other guys about the economy, and they go, well, we have an economy, and this country's based on an economy, and the economy's fine, but we need to make it better. But, you know, they're doing a good job, but it can always be improved, and I know how to improve it. And when I'm president, you'll have an economy that you can say you're proud of.
Right.
Right? And then you go, what did the guy just say? Nothing.
Right.
And then I go, Donald, what are you going to do about the economy? He goes, well, the deals are horrible with China and Mexico and this. We got to make better deals.
Right.
And all of a sudden you go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's why it's bad. And then everyone goes, oh. And they understand it. And no one's ever said that.
But
It's very weird.
It sounds like you would you like him.
No, he's a Democrat.
I know.
I am, but I do like him because I think it's business and the government's a business, and you need a guy that knows how to.
Do you trust
run
him with
it
national security? Do you trust Donald Trump with national security? There's no way.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. They don't. They go, why is he going to say his policies and all this? They say whatever they want. They can't do whatever they want. Nobody can because they get in office. Then you have the House of Representatives, you have the Senate.
So it's just
it's
gridlock
checks
anyway.
and balances. So you can't. whatever he says or anyone says, I'll do this and this and this.
What do you say about learning foreign policy, Jason?
When you get in there,
you can't do dick.
John, he said.
This is what he said about learning foreign policy.
Chuck Todd asked him, "How do you get your military advice?"
I know. He said he watches it.
He watches
shows.
Right, he watches shows. Then they asked him, "Well, who do you like?" And he goes, "Oh, all the generals." That's what he said.
Right. But here's the thing: the other guys don't have inside information.
Yeah, but you're not.
None of them. You don't get that. You don't get that. But listen, you don't get that information till you become president, and then they only tell you what they want to tell you.
Okay, but
they have all their top secret stuff. The CIA doesn't go, okay, now you're president. Here's everything that's top secret. It doesn't work like that. And actually, I met George Bush, the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him. I said, "Can I ask you a question about being president?" I said, yeah. I go, just about the job. He said, was it just when you became president, were you thinking, this is just the most incredibly, difficult, hard job? Like, it's just insanely difficult. That's what I would think, right?
Right.
He goes, no, not really. No, he goes, actually, no, as a job, no, it wasn't that hard.
Really?
I said, why? He goes, well, because they have this staff
Right, they do everything for
that
you.
works there, been in the White House for 30 years. He told me, he goes, and you wake up in the morning, and they go, okay, and they give you a piece of paper. They go, here's your schedule for the day. And then you just follow it.
Can we get off politics for a second?
Yeah, but can I bring something up?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you.
I just want to answer one question. This is a sports show. You're the one who brought up the politics.
I did.
Now can we get off of it?
Yes. Yeah. Can I ask you a question about A League of Their Own?
Yes.
All right. My
Can
favorite
we do that
movie.
when we come back?
Oh my God.
Look at it. He's
gotta go. His dog's got to poo.
His dog's
go hang
around.
Do
I actually think this has gone better than expected. His dog's been here for an hour.
You want to ask when I told the cow to say shut up?
No, I love that scene.
Do you know why I said shut up?
I wanted to ask you about something else, but go ahead. Why did
the cow? We were doing the scene, and the cow kept mooing.
Right.
So I would stop, and then like that, yeah. And then after about the third time, Penny Marshall goes, "Why are you stopping?" I go, "Well, the cow keeps making that noise. It's like interrupting the scene." She goes, "Well, then tell it to shut up."
All right.
I'm like, "I can do that." She goes, "Yeah." I go, "All right, fine." So then we're doing the scene, and it did it again. So that was in the line. That was me saying,
You were just ad-libbing it.
"Will you shut up?" Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Now, I wanted to ask you,
she left it in.
Who was your favorite actor to work with in that movie? Like, who did you have the best rapport with?
Deep question.
You know what I love?
Well,
I love the movie.
I know.
I knew. By the time we shot, Tom Hanks, I'd become really good friends with. He'd hosted the show, and
so you knew him already, right?
And yeah, he was at the time one of my best friends. I met him in 1985,
mm-hmm.
and I knew his girlfriend is now his wife Rita. Before that, and then I knew everybody. Penny was my third movie with her, and I'd lived at her house for 2 summers. It was fun because it was working with a bunch of friends. Madonna had hosted the show for 2 weeks. I knew her.
Uh-huh.
Gina Davis had hosted the show,
right?
And I worked with her on the show, so I already knew everybody. Rosie O'Donnell I'd never met, and she was really nice. And that was her first movie.
What was the name of the actress, the ugly one? The one that was playing baseball in the gym? And you basically called her ugly.
Megan.
Megan? Remember that?
She's not really ugly. They made her look a lot worse than she is.
Remember, she looks up.
Yeah.
She got her hat down, and she looks up, and John goes, ooh.
Yeah. She's a very nice girl. She's a super nice girl.
All right,
she's not that ugly.
John,
they made her up.
Forgive me because we have commercial response.
You want to talk about Trump again?
No. Do you want to come back and do the segment, or do you want to go home? It's your choice.
Come back, for Christ's sake. I've been waiting for
Are you having fun?
Do you want to come back?
I'm up.
Do you want to come back?
Do you want me back?
Yeah, if you want to be back, yes.
Yeah, I want to be back.
I think he's going great.
All right. One more segment with Jon Lovitz, then we're getting the hell out of here.
Yep.
All right, don't go anywhere.
Joined in studio by Jon Lovitz. He's at the Arlington Cinema Draft House this weekend. Go to arlingtondrafthouse.com for all of your ticket information.
A couple things need to mention. You need to thank Papa John's. They're always great to us. Drop off food. 5 o'clock somewhere, so order a Papa John's grilled chicken margarita pizza. Has all the white meat chicken, tomatoes, basil pesto. Hearting every bite cakes for just $12. Add a taste of Italy with the all-new bruschetta cheese sticks for just $6 more. Also have to give you the Elephant Insurance Big Player of the Week. Elephant Insurance, more care, less cost. Discover the elephant difference at elephant.com. Give it to Michael Taylor, 493-foot bomb last night. That's Elephant Insurance Big Player of the Week. Elephant Insurance, more care, less cost. Discover the elephant difference at elephant.com.
I see you have the Apple Watch there, John. Jon Lovitz is hanging out with us.
We're back on the air.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. It's all the same.
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
As soon as Trump said he's going to run, I said to a friend, he's going to win. I think he's going to be president.
You really do?
Yep.
Wow. I mean, he's got a shot, I guess.
I mean, he could win the Republican nomination, and it's, Hillary
I'm not
hasn't had a good
saying
week.
I'm not saying telling everyone that they should vote for him or not vote for him or he'll be good or not good. I'm just saying I think he's going to win and be president.
So far, what we know is that he is bulletproof to date. In other words, he can say whatever he wants, and there's a large percentage of people that don't care. They won't hold it against him.
Well, because people are just tired of, because like you said, there was such gridlock and nothing got done, and whoever's fault that was, but it didn't. And I think that's why everyone, including me, everyone's like, enough of this. We're not, this is what, they caught on to the politicians. They're just full of crap.
Right.
They'll say anything. And also they don't really say anything. They
Right.
they hardly ever answer.
Well, you can't say anything because then you
question directly.
alienate half your potential voting base or whatever. You
Right,
can't.
and
so the
then
whole goal
Trump's
is
like,
to
I
not
don't
say
care.
anything. Yeah.
Right, but
So
then
he takes a stand and people like it. I get it. I want to ask you about
you
your
seem
Apple.
awfully angry about it.
Because
You have
nobody.
a lot of anger issues.
I do.
Why?
Tired.
What happened to you?
This job kills you. 13 years of doing mornings.
Oh,
30
you're
years.
tired. All right,
Tired.
you're cranky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When you get a little 5-hour energy, it gets a little cake.
I used to do that.
Get a little hot chocolate.
I used to do that.
Why don't you get a little,
Did you ever do blow?
no. Did you?
You're
Never.
putting him on the spot.
Did you ever
I
stop
thought about it.
being a heroin addict? Are you still a heroin addict? Yes or no?
That's not the same question.
Have you stopped
That's
beating?
not the same question.
Have you stopped beating your
You
wife?
can't
That's
win
not
with
the
that.
same
This
question.
last
Have you
questioning.
stopped beating your wife?
That's unfair. That's not the same question. Did you ever do blow?
No.
All right. Okay. Me neither.
Why the
Why
hell
do
would
you-
you ask me?
why
Did
do
I
you-
ever do blow in
why-
a sports show?
Why do you think?
Because they all do blow.
Look, a lot of DJs do blow.
Hey,
A lot of
We
DJs.
don't, but
I'm not a DJ.
turned
I'm
into-
the
No, I am.
guest.
I am.
He's turned into Ernie from
In
League of
other
Their Own.
words-
Well, then, did you ever do blow?
No, but we've considered it strongly.
Did you ask your question, by the way? The question that you wanted to ask about A League of Their Own.
No, I wanted to ask him about the actor that he enjoyed
that's
working.
I want to ask about his
I
Apple
really
Watch.
liked all of them. I
Where
mean,
was
I
it
had
filmed?
such a great time
Where
doing
was
that
that
movie.
filmed?
We all gone.
Your scenes, where are they filmed? Is it all California?
I'm trying to answer you.
Oh.
Ev-
But you're taking too long.
Evansville, because you keep interrupting. Evansville, Indiana.
Oh,
And then
right.
the baseball stuff, we were at Wrigley Field. In
Oh, when they
Chicago,
were doing the
Wrigley
tryouts.
Field.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
They were doing the tryouts. Hey, Cake, shut up.
It's funny. He's making me laugh.
No, but they played on a field like some in the backyard, some farm. Was that in Evansville?
Well, I worked the first three. Were you videotaping me?
No, just a picture.
Yeah, he works part time for TMZ.
He's the Harvey Levin of the
Just a
show.
picture. Why do you ask? How rude. Anyway, I worked the first 3 weeks of the movie,
Right.
and then I was gone. So that stuff you're talking, like the World Series scenes, that was all shot. I don't know where that. I wasn't there on the
Oh, you
movie.
weren't there
then.
for that.
But I do know that it was so hot that Lori Petty, who played, sorry, I hit the mic, Gina Davis' sister.
Yep.
She said it was so hot, people were fainting. And
She was hot too.
she
by
said
the
there
way.
was a guy in it sitting on the crew, sitting in a chair, right, and he leaned back to like just stretch his arms, and he just kept going, and he went, and he just passed out.
Oh, really? Just died? Heart attack?
Just fainted.
Cake.
It was crazy hot then.
How hot was Lori Petty in what was the movie?
Point Break.
Point
Cat
Break.
Girl?
Point Break.
She's like a 6.
What?
I'm just being honest.
You know
here.
how hot her
It's
ass
Lori
is?
Petty you're talking
In
about.
that movie.
What?
I think you do blow. I think that's why you explode in anger over it.
No.
Nothing,
I
Your
mean,
high
we've
is
talked
tight.
about it for years. We've talked about it for years. I never would, but we.
Did you ever try 5-hour energy?
We've done
Yes,
that.
love it.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Like
Coffee,
it-
5
like
It
it-
actually
energy.
really works. Really
It's
good.
actually better with vodka.
What time does this show start?
10 of 6.
10 of 6, but we get up.
You have to get up at 4:30 every morning?
Yes.
4:20ish. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
I mean,
I'd be way crankier than you are now. I get to get up at 7:45 and I'm cranky.
right. Well, but you have a different life, though. I mean, you're literally. I mean, when you're on the road.
Yeah, I have a life.
Right, that's true. I don't have a life, but you're up late. Like, how many stand-up gigs do you do a week? Are you regularly doing stand-up or no? Or is it just occasional for you?
No, it's like 2 or 3 times a month. But it's not. When I say it's at a club, it's like four or five. Usually four shows a weekend.
Right. So 2 to 3 weekends out of 4, you're on the road.
Yeah,
stand-up.
I'm traveling all the time.
Right,
yeah.
but during the week,
that's why he's rich.
Right, but during the week you get to chill.
Rich. What's rich?
I've seen your house.
You're
rich.
That's not my house.
I guarantee you, I can find your house. I'm going to find your house.
You tried.
It's going to be the
You're
same
finding
picture.
other people's houses.
I'm convinced that's his house.
That's like
They don't know. I don't know where they got that
How long
picture,
have you
but that's
lived
not my
there
house.
at this particular residence?
Long time.
How many houses do you have? More than one? Do you have like a condo in New York or something?
No.
No.
Somewhere else.
You do? You have a vacation spot. You have like a condo in Hawaii.
Florida. He looks kind of guilty, like embarrassed about
Yeah,
his
you're
second
embarrassed
spot.
by
I
your
never
wealth.
talk about this stuff.
Because
should.
We're
We're
I'm not embarrassed by
envious.
my
We're
wealth.
We're white
No.
trash. We
But
call
whatever
we're
it says
envious.
on the
You're embarrassed.
internet, it's not accurate. They don't
What,
know. I
celebrity
don't know.
net worth and all that? I don't care.
No, it's a bunch of crap.
But
Yeah, of course.
But if you live in Beverly Hills, you're rich.
You're not poor.
Everyone who lives in Beverly Hills is rich.
You know who's
You should be
probably doing
happy.
Well,
well?
I'm not poor. No.
Right.
But I've been working for 30 years.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
you
you didn't
should.
work for it.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm not saying you didn't work hard.
What kind
I
of
mean,
car do you drive?
if being a billionaire is rich, yes, I'm rich.
Right. Are you one of those guys that will drive like a Prius or something? Like you downplay it and
No, I like cars.
you do? So
I
what
like
do
cars.
yeah, tell us some of your cars.
Oh, well, I like some of those new muscle cars.
Yeah.
I got a Hellcat.
Okay.
You know what that is?
No. Is it like a
The Dodge Hellcat.
The Dodge,
yeah, it's
yeah.
770
50 horsepower?
Yeah.
That's a beast. But the problem is, what do you do? Just go from 0 to 60 in it?
Well, you go on the you go on the freeway. It's like 0 to 60 in a half second. So you go on the freeway, crash, bring it to the body shop,
Right.
wait, then go back in the freeway, crash.
Right.
He
So what
crashed.
else do you have?
He
All right, so you
crashed
have a
his
Hellcat.
Corvette.
Do you have it all like? Did somebody like dress it up for you? You know, I don't know all that fancy stuff, guys.
What,
do.
with the flames
No,
and stuff?
but no.
Not flames, no, but like tint the windows.
You
Like
don't
16.
dip my ride, Jon
Yeah,
Lovitz.
did you pimp? Are people pimping their rides in 2015?
I imagine some are, yeah.
Yeah,
I like all that stuff. I think it's fun, you know.
yeah. All right, so you have a Hellcat.
I
What
like
about-
driving. See, people that like driving get it. People that don't go, why would you? It's just a car.
Right,
They go, well, you don't like to drive.
right.
What about your luxury car?
I had a nice one, but I got rid
What
of
was it?
Mercedes?
Yeah.
You have a Mercedes? Why'd you get rid of it? Tired of it?
Well, it was, they go down in value. I mean, cars are like the worst, probably the worst. They're not even an investment. Most
No,
of
yeah,
them.
no, yeah.
Right.
It's, and then you start realizing
lighting your
you're
money
like,
on
what
fire.
am I doing?
Yeah.
So you just bought a Hellcat.
Yeah, but those go up in value. They only made. Well, I don't know how many they made. Everyone said they made 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, but they canceled 900 orders. Dodge did that they had orders for 900
You're
cars.
so wanted.
They canceled them.
Right.
No, they canceled the orders.
Right, because it was so wanted, but they didn't want to fill it.
Well, but they accepted the orders.
Then they
It doesn't
canceled
make
the order.
sense. Then they canceled
I'm not
it.
justifying it. I'm just saying. But that means that I could see why the value would go up because
Yeah, but I don't understand why they canceled it.
because it wasn't worth it for them to produce 900 more, I guess.
They weren't
Okay, I
making
can
their
think
money
of-
back.
What do you
We've
mean?
got
They
all the
make
answers.
money.
Was there
Of
a
course they make
mechanical
money
issue?
on
Is
it.
there a mechanical issue, like a recall or anything?
Maybe they just want it to
No,
be rare.
I don't know the answer. So they canceled, but they canceled 900 orders, right? So then Ford said, "Hey, all you canceled Dodge guys, we'll make you a Shelby Mustang. We'll take your order.
Right.
We'll take your money."
Oh, you don't want one of those.
Don't I?
No. By the way, I couldn't find your house, but I found you and Jerry, your dog, walking across the street.
You nailed it.
That's the best I
John,
could do for you.
Looks
bud.
like he's got his
Thank you.
tennis gear on there.
For coming in is Jon
Yeah, I
Lovitz.
play tennis.
Yeah, I
He's at
know.
the Arlington Cinema Draft House through the weekend. Go to arlingtondrafthouse.com for tickets. Thank you for getting up early. And thank you for
My
waiting an
serve
hour.
is 190.
We do appreciate it. That's Jon Lovitz. We got to get out of here. Coming up next is Grant and Danny. Don't forget, Kirk Cousins coming on the show with them at 11 a.m. here on The Fan.